Fill my drink, that's right, man. I need that shit full to the brim, you know what I'm saying? Feel this shit though. Yo, I hit the ball with my pockets swole. Ain't tryna drop a flow, but you ain't see me with my brim tipping sockets low. I'm tryna get my drink on, that's how we rock and roll. You drinking like we drink, boy, make sure your cup is full. You see me in the club, but I ain't here to dance. Your girl smiling at me, shit, I'm just here to glance. Sipping that silver 7, dripping, you got to go. We snatch your bitch and make her pop, lock and drop it low. No, don't try me, I'm tipsy. You run your lips and get hissy. Me, I don't think you really want it with me. I'm saying, you think we playing, we ain't. What it is ain't no game. Shit, it's cool if you hang, but if you swerving our lane, we get to chopping quick. That's if you're talking shit. I warned you once, we ain't the ones you should be fucking with. We 20 deep, partner. You know that's how we roll. We take it toe to toe, lock and load, blow for blow. You see me at the bar while you tryna act hard. Don't be coming at me running your lips. Don't want it with me, what it is. I'm finna get my drink on, what it is. I'm here to get my drink on. You see me in the club and your girl show us love. Don't be coming at me talking that shit. Don't want it with me, what it is. I'm finna get my drink on, what it is. I'm here to get my drink on.
What it is. I'm drinking goose and getting illy. Shit, I'm ready for the drama. If I hate her acting silly, I got a little pilly, but the can is in the trunk. So if I make it to the Chevy, then somebody's fucked up. But right now I'm going hard, third focused on the stallion. I'm a baller, baby, so I brought a couple thousand. Nope, I ain't gonna blow it on you. I'm the red cup king, so I'ma blow it on Goose. I can't help but notice that suckers in they feelings and they been eyeing reckless since we came in the building, but it don't really bother us. Man, we on some real shit, really trying to chill, but we can make it ugly real quick. We here to drink, so we gon' get our drink on. They bumping gums, then we gon' get our bang on. What it is, tell me what it's gon' be. Nigga out of bounds, 40 calories, what he gon'
If
see?
you see me at the bar while you tryna act hard, don't be coming at me running your lips. Don't want it with me, what it is. I'm finna get my drink on, what it is. I'm here to get my drink on. You see me in the club and your girl show us love. Don't be coming at me talking that shit. Don't want it with me, what it is. I'm finna get my drink on, what it is. I'm here to get my drink on. We buy a drink at the bar and tell them leave the bottle. This ain't no role model type of shit that you should follow. I'm feeling good, don't be trying to break my buzz, baby. I'm way too lit for that drama, even if I was crazy. We get it poppin' when I'm rolling with third. Fuck the table, we the ones to drink you out to the curb. Don't be mad cause your girl wanna party with some rock stars who hit the block hard. Pussy ain't no Pop-Tarts, we make it pop hard. Feel the effects, taking shots to the head like it's Russian roulette. See, we ain't come to fight and let off, just here to take the edge off. But if you trippin', we won't hesitate to take your head off. You know the name, you can see it on my back. Know the voice, you can hear it on the track. Do it live, ladies, go on and get your freak on. Put your cups up, go on and get your drink on. See me at the bar while you tryna act hard. Don't be coming at me running your lips. Don't want it with me, what it is. I'm finna get my drink on, what it is. I'm here to get my drink on. You see me in the club and your girl show us love. Don't be coming at me talking that shit. Don't want it with me, what it is. I'm finna get my drink on, what it is. I'm here to get my drink on. Yeah, man. That's what it is, baby. Hey, you see me at the bar. You see me at the club, man. We eyeing me and shit. You know what's up, man. That's what it is in this motherfucker. 2008 shit, man. We ain't playing either, boy. Let's go. Now you can find me with my eyes slow, riding low, passenger side, gotta make them heads start turning while I'm passing them by. Soon as I step up on the scene, I see that look in your eye. I tell them they don't really want it, nah, they don't really want it. Back up off this kid, let your lid, shit they say I'm off the grid. Toss your bid, I stick your mid, ain't nobody else do it like I did. I get that green, you know my style, know how the fuck I break this down. I make it pound when I hit your town, I kick that crown, you don't dick around. plumbers, big signers call my phone and say they need me. Cause we bring it hard, every track, every bar, every time, every rhyme. Bet when I bring it up, better get mine, I ball, man. From the go, never act like you ain't know. I ain't playing bad, I bring it, no, I mean it. From the flow, overdrive, every show. High speed, never slow, never fall, never fade, never pay to play a show. I keep it gutter, we always grind, and you can find me in the back of the club, we sit with something shiny. I'm on that silver 7, super do it, I can do it, baby, all bets off. It's on when I sets off. Set it off, set it off, set it off, set it off. You can roll if you wanna, but you know you're gonna have to let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. When the chips on the table, hope you able enough to let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. When the chips on the table, hope you able enough to set it off, set it off, set it off, set it off. You can roll if you wanna, but you know you're gonna have to set it off.
Tycoon, yes, I hold down my city. From the middle where the Mac you dudes is silly. You act like you don't know me, but you keep jocking us. Real talk, no game, so put your whistles up. Game over, not flip, you talking crazy, get flipped. Not the sock, I hear the flows that will leave you a cotton mouth. Hey, crib, when I enter, these lames know what I claim. It's a shame if they don't, I have a sprint to the center. Where I'm from, we get it cracking, fresh 2-3s on the feet and jeans, you never see me slacking. The killer city keep lyrics that boggle minds. On the fit in 2 letters and ain't no joke, but I, man. Fella dogs, DT, one way, my entourage, straight deep kids, so don't play. Next time you in the neck of my woods, just wait, I'll show you cause I am the stakes, yeah.
Set it off, set it off, set it off. You can roll if you wanna, but you know you're gonna have to let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. When the chips on the table, hope you able enough to let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. When the chips on the table, hope you able enough to set it off, set it off, set it off, set it off. You can roll if you wanna, but you know you're gonna have to set it off, set it off, set it off, set it off. You can roll if you wanna, but you know you're gonna have to let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. When the chips are on the table, hope you able enough to let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. When the chips are on the table, hope you able enough to set it off, set it off, set it off, set it off. You can roll if you wanna, but you know you're gonna have to set it off, set it off.
Man, yeah, I know y'all feel this, you know what I'm saying? Recognize this fury from KC, Missouri, son. Man, 816, suck-ass tricks, punk bitch. Yeah, I thought I told y'all before, I ain't got no time to be playing with people's kids, man. Get that shit on my face.
KC mode, stand up one time. We bring it hard. You know the name. We ain't front, never stun, we ain't changed. Yeah. KC, know we running this spot. Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready? We bring it hard. You know the name. We ain't front, never stun, we ain't changed. Yeah. KC, know we running this spot. Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready? Boom, boom, make room. Yeah, we back. Turn your system up. Yeah. All your haters sit back, better listen up. Listen as I bring it to you bar for bar. Enough blast to blow the speakers out the back of your car. Ha! I'm in the position to steal your attention. When I'm spitting, to make you feel what was written. Fear what I vision. Swimming in the tears that were missing. Years that were given from intellect to verbal collision. Come on. Been serving detentions for nervous decisions. Makes me start to wonder who loves and who hates me. But I stay focused with my head up high. Middle finger to my critics while I'm passing you by. Yeah, we coming hard if you're ready or not. Your favorite rapper in the game, yeah, we taking his spot. Credulous and that vandal by the name of Lloyd Daniel, about to make them start banging their heads. Yeah, you know we bring it hard. You know the name. We ain't front, never stun, we ain't changed. Yeah. KC, know we running this spot. Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready? We bring it hard. You know the name. We ain't front, never stun, we ain't changed. Yeah. KC, know we running this spot. Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready? Yeah. That's one for the money. Dose for those who show respect for my music and support of my shows. 3 for the ladies who get out on the floor. Recite every word like they fell in love with my flows. 4 for the haters who keep fueling bills just make it hard to retire. 5 for the credit crew, especially you. Those who keep screaming out, that's how we do.
That's how we do.
Yeah, my fans are crazy. They support me from KC to Germany, baby. Feeling what I'm doing, so I do what I feel. Realest to the real without a 6-figure deal. I got my name on your girl and she wearing it proud. Then she hear me on the radio and turn it up loud. Make it pound, make it rock in your city, in your block. It sound like KC, know we coming. Ready,
We the hard. You know the name. We ain't front, never stunned. We ain't changed.
yeah.
KC, know we running this spot.
Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready,
We the hard. You know the name. We ain't front, never stunned. We ain't changed.
yeah.
KC, know we running this spot.
Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready or not.
Crash and listen, Boy Daniel. We on the track, bring it back harder than a heart attack. Know what I'm saying? Cause we stay true, cause we rollin' with the Greg crew. You know that's how we do.
Yeah, I'm heard with the best of them. Serve to the rest of them. Make these motherfuckers get nervous and start checking them. Off my list of real MCs. It's only time for somebody gon' blow in KC. I'm like something you can never erase. You want a track? Yeah, I got you. Hit me up on MySpace. We coming hard, every bar leaves scars. Regardless opposition, my position is flawless. Made them feel in 04, bouncing 05. Y'all get every ounce of energy from me till I die. So when you hear this going, throw your hands high. Now make that shit bounce like you would in your ride. We bring it hard, harder than steel. I know you feel me. Real, realer than the next, what you expect. You never find no one to fill my slot. Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready, bring it hard.
You know the name. We ain't front, never stunned. We ain't changed.
Yeah.
KC, know we running this spot.
Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready, bring it hard.
You know the name. We ain't front, never stunned. We ain't changed.
Yeah.
KC, know we running this spot.
Hey yo, tell these motherfuckers that we coming. Ready or not.
Listen, they say get it, I got it, get it, I got it. They say get it, I got it, get it, I got it. Told me get 'em, I got 'em, get 'em, I got 'em. Told me get 'em, I got 'em. They said get 'em, I got 'em. They said get it, I got it, get it, I got it, get it, I got it. They said get it, I got it. Told me get 'em, I got 'em, get 'em, I got 'em. Told me get 'em, I got 'em. They said get 'em, I got 'em. They said get it, I got it. In front and ain't an option. Making moves to keep improving. Listen closer to the logics. Lend your ear and listen here. I keep it real and let's be honest. You don't want the smoke, it hurt your throat. You're boasting fake designers. Got Louis straps to my feet. Rock a cool while in pajamas. Keep my toes stuck in the sand. Bitch, we touching different honors. Make plans to own my own. In our zone is where you find us. 816 in this bitch. Killer city, fuck the kindness. Keep on popping off at the lips. That mistake could lead to violence. I hope you know we know you broke. We running up them commas. Big bank roll, new problems. Still safe to say that I got 'em. But I'm worth a meal, don't need a deal. And to be for real, I ain't stopping. Don't get it, not to mention. I don't care for your opinions, bitch. It's best that you respect me. But you dick ride with the critics taking off. And when I top the charts, it's best you keep your distance. No room here for no fake love. For fake friends ain't with it. They say get it, I got it, get it, I got it. They say get it, I got it, get it, I got it. Told me get 'em, I got 'em, get 'em, I got 'em. Told me get 'em, I got 'em. They said get 'em, I got 'em. They said get it, I got it, get it, I got it, get it, I got it. They said get it, I got it. Told me get 'em.
Welcome back to another episode of the Outlaws Media Group here. We are at Center High School in Kansas City. The MRFL Chiefs are getting ready to take on the Independence Militia. This game should be a fun one. We watched both of these teams last week. The Militia had a struggle, kind of a knockdown slugfest, and gave up a late touchdown into the corner here to the Reapers last week. So should be a little bit more interesting game. I'm still trying to learn both of these teams again. Last week was our first time out, so I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. If any of you guys are new with us, I appreciate you guys tuning in and spending your night here with us. It should be a fun one. There's a couple shout outs we'll get into here in a little bit, but we're just gonna sit back and enjoy this one. I'll commentate a little bit. We're gonna have some fun. We may have some guest speakers as the night goes on, but I've got my Red Bull and I am ready to rock and roll. So I will see you guys here when the action kicks off. Again, appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in and joining us. If you don't mind hitting that like button, heading over to Facebook, hitting the like and share button. All it does is it helps us grow and helps us try to get the word out and what we're trying to do out here. So again, appreciate y'all for hanging out with us on a Sunday. All right, for those of you who are new, you're going to see a little bit different kickoff rules here than what you may see on a Saturday evening or even a Sunday in an NFL game. For those of you who are familiar with football and watch the XFL, this is going to be a little bit more similar to what you've seen over there. So for those of you who are XFL fans, you're going to see something that you're familiar with here. These kicks have to pass the 20-yard line in order to be a successful kick, and then once it passes the 20-yard line and touches the ground, the kicking team is allowed to attack and make the tackle. So there's the kick. It looks like it's going to clear. It does. Field it at the 10 cleanly. Up the left-hand side. Makes it to about the 21 before he's driven backwards. Chiefs are going to come out. See where they spot it at, but I think it's going to be about the 21-yard line. Chiefs are going to take over their first possession. Chiefs make their way out to the field here. I'm still trying to get a feel for the numbers. It's a little bit difficult to see on these wider numbers here. A lot of these guys wear their uniforms tucked under, but it looks like number 4, Tony Akins, is going to lead his unit back out on the field again. This is a unit that put up points at will last week. Tony was back there. He ran for 2 or 3 touchdowns. He threw for another 4 or 5 touchdowns. Pretty much whatever he wanted to do, it worked. So we're going to see how tonight plays out for him. He's back there with Twins the near side, Twins to the far side. He's keeping a single back in the backfield with him. Here comes the snap. Good defense there on the first possession. I think he maybe got back to the line. Bring up a 2nd and 10. They're testing the waters here a little bit. I'm going to highly assume that they're just going to go back into the air here. That's where they've been dangerous all year. Tony's reading his wrist card here. He's calling out some plays. He's going to make this play from himself here. Twins to the far side, Twins to the near side. Same formation you just saw. Here comes the snap. He's rolling right, looking right. Pass over the top. Just outside the reach of number 7 there, Elijah Smith. He had his defender beat. It was just a matter of getting downfield. I think he was pulling up to come back to help his quarterback. He saw Tony kind of scramble there for out of the pocket, so it might have been a comeback kind of scramble drill. Tony was telling him to go deep, so unable to connect there. You see that save formation. This is the first time I've really seen kind of a hurry-up offense by a team out here. This tells me I believe he's getting the call. He's calling the calls by himself here back in the huddle. Looking right. Heavy pressure. Ball thrown just inside. Receiver kind of turned into a defender there. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 9. Tony's going to make his way off the field. I'm going to assume they're going to bring in a punt here. That was a great stand there for opening up a stand by the Militia defense. Now let's see what their offense can do here. The kicking, for those of you who haven't watched semi-pro, kicking in semi-pro at any level is kind of an adventure anytime. You never know if it's going to go perfect. It could go horribly wrong, but we're about to get our first taste of a punt here today. Clean snap, clean hold. Punt is away. And it's going to die just inside of the 50-yard line here. And I had a special shout-out, Kate. If you're watching, Kate from Tennessee. I don't know if you're tuned in, but shout-out to you via Sarah. Hopefully you're tuning in and watching out there in Tennessee. She made sure I shouted you out, so appreciate you for turning it. If you're tuning in Tennessee and enjoying this evening with us. I'm going to call out what I can here. Some of these Militia guys are just wearing plain blue shirts, so some of them don't have numbers, but you're going to see trips down here to the near side. Ball was out quick. I'm expecting to see another heavy dose of this. This is what the Chiefs kind of stapled their defense on last week. This is the first time I've gotten to watch them was last week. They kind of overloaded the box last week and brought heavy pressure. And the Giants were never able to find their way out of it via some quick screens or some quick slants. We're going to see here, Militia looks like they got a little bit more of a unit here, maybe a little bit more talent. If they can figure out a way to get some quick screens or some quick slants off the line and attack over the middle, as you see, the Chiefs, every one of the Chiefs players are within 2 yards, 3 yards of that ball. So if you can get some quick slants, it'll back these guys up. There you go. Something similar to that. Down the outside, that's number 17, Freddie Moe on the tackle. I would give you a number of the receiver, but he's wearing a blank blue jersey. But I do have Freddie Moe on the tackle there, number 17 for the Chiefs. Playing safety back there. That's the kind of passes that you're going to have to see these guys continuously make. Something quick. It's going to start backing these guys up. If you sit in the pocket the way the Giants did last night, it's going to be an extremely long night. These Chiefs guys are not afraid to put their hand in the dirt here and come. They're going to bring the entire house after you all night until you prove otherwise. There they go again. They've got 6 across the front, 2 right behind them, 2 yards. You got 8 guys in the box here. That leaves one-on-one on the outsides, and that's where they're going to have to attack because they're not going to have anywhere to run. As you've seen right there, you're outnumbered. 8 guys to 5 on the front. That's a run of -2 yards there, bringing up a 2nd down and 12. Freddie Moe on the pass breakup there. Gonna bring up a big 3rd down and 12. I'm curious to know if I'm the militia here. I'm in 4 down territory. I'm calling in 2 plays here off the sideline. Again, for those of you that are new, kind of hanging out, you're gonna see a lot of these teams. They do not have mics in their headset, so you're gonna see every time the play is gonna be called in from the sideline. Outside of the exception of the Chiefs, it kind of looks like Tony's kind of got the green light there, so he's gonna be calling the plays by himself. If you see them on a no huddle, which you saw that first drive, so. Same formation we just saw. All they do is flip the sides here. Flags up. Looks like it's going to be a free play. Big ball over the top. Intercepted. Trying to get you a number. It's going to be all for none. It looks like the flag is going to be on the defense there. Can't tell what number that is here on the near side. I'm going to guess that's number 23, Phil Gibbs, who laid an absolute hit last week. Gets caught for jumping a little early there. It's a much more manageable 3rd down. 3rd down and about 7 here coming up for the militia. Here comes the same formation you just saw. All they did was switch again, switch back. You got trips down here to the near side. Quick option there to the right, little speed option. He's going to be near the sticks. I think they gave him enough for the 1st down. That's the way you have to attack this Chiefs defense here. They're going to crowd the box. You're going to have to attack them quickly to the edges. Just like we talked about last week, Giants weren't able to make that happen. Militia here early at least seemed to understand what it's going to take. It's going to back these Chiefs off a little bit. So now that they made the adjustment, I'm curious to see if you're going to see the Chiefs readjust, or are they going to sit and load the box and continue to attack? That's going to be the adjustment that I'm going to be looking forward here tonight. Militia come to the line. 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Here comes that similar formation. They switch the 3 to the top side here. Look right, quick pass to the outside. Read and disposed of quickly there by the Chiefs. That was good defense by them. They're starting to understand the concept. That same formation, they've just been flipping sides. They're starting to understand it. They're starting to diagnose it really early. It's really hard. It's easy to talk about the concept that's needed here to be successful against the Chiefs, but it's another thing to be on the field and actually make it happen. These guys are quick, fast, they're athletic, they understand the game of football. They're going to make adjustments on the fly, and if they can't, they're going to make up for that in just pure athleticism. So Militia's going to have to keep doing what's working, but they're going to have to keep making adjustments, keep getting these guys off balance, because once they get them off balance first, the Chiefs are going to make adjustments, and you're going to have to continue to readjust. Second down 10. A little bit of high snap. Ball's deep. Intended for number 13, Caleb Burlack. He kind of got held up there a little bit. No flag. Wasn't able to come back to the ball. There is a flag here on the near side. Sorry, I missed that. I saw him get held up and grabbed a little bit as he made his way across the 10-yard line. And he was kind of reaching back to shed the defender off of him. I didn't see the flag. It's kind of just a yard off the line here. And the line is yellow. So we'll see what the call is. Two refs are having a long conversation. I'm unsure of what the call is here. No, I think they're talking about the spectator taking pictures down here is not inside the 25. Possibly is what the flag was on. I've never seen that. Usually photographers have access to the field to take the action photos. But I believe that is, they're just going to give a warning there. I'm guessing a sideline warning. Pushing him back in the box. Third down and 10 coming up. Looking left, throwing left. Dangerous ball again. Sooner or later, you're going to see the Chiefs take advantage of this. Closest man on the field there was actually number 17 again, Big Freddie Moe. You might hear some voices coming over my shoulder. Freddie Moe's other half is up here in the booth with us. He's going to have to start making these plays sooner or later. Fourth down and 10 here from the 25. No hesitation. Staying on the field. You're going to see the same formation again. You've got single coverage up to the top. Big size advantage up there. We'll see if he goes that way. Looking left. Same route you just saw. Same. Is that Freddie Moe right on cue? You love it when a plan comes together. Interception number 17. He's had about 4 chances. He takes his chance. Takes the interception. Chiefs ball. A little Tyreek Hillish there. Ball's on the ground. I believe it was scooped up by a lineman that was pulling. A little bit dangerous. Chiefs are digging into the bag of tricks here. Tony catches the pass, kind of hot potatoes it forward. I believe that was number 7, Elijah Smith, coming around the edge there on kind of like a jet sweep type motion. Snap comes back. Tony's looking right, looks left, kind of rolling. Pass was deflected, and I'm trying to look in and see who that was. It was a dangerous pass. He kind of bobbled the ball up in the air, batted up in the air a little bit for a tip drill. They were unable to come down with that. That was number 13, Caleb Burlack, on the coverage over the middle there. Great defense once again. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 6 here for the Chiefs. Chiefs are huddling up for the first time tonight. See what they can draw up in the huddle. I didn't see them make any substitutions, so that, again, is telling me Tony's in the huddle. He's got the full green light to kind of do his thing. You got twins to the near side, twins to the far side on 3rd down again. Here comes the snap, looking right. Quick pass out to the right, down low. They're going to say he made that reception. I don't see any flags. Moving the chains is number 7, Elijah Smith, on the reception once again. That seems to be the early favorite target here. Last week, Tony kind of spread the love all around. The center got in on the action. Everyone kind of got a touchdown there. Now he's kind of zoned in on number 7, so we're going to see if that continues to be a theme here tonight as we have 7 minutes and 25 seconds and rolling on the clock. That's another theme that I've been seeing here lately as you see Tony get sacked here for the first time tonight is These refs are on top of the action. When the quarterback is in duress here, they're very, very quick to blow the whistle for player safety, which as a defender, sometimes you want to be able to make that big hit and maybe be able to strip the ball, but as player safety standpoint, quarterback's the guy that you want to protect. So I get it, and I see it from both sides. However, that's the rules here, and that's what you're going to see. So 2nd down and 13 coming up. Looking left, still looking left. Flushed out of the pocket to his right. He has a receiver that kind of breaks free. Guess who, yet again, number 7, Elijah Smith, kind of been that release valve outlet. Tony was under heavy pressure there. Was able to find his man once again. Early link up. That's going to bring the ball out right at the 45. 1st and 10. Chiefs are driving. 18 people here in the chat with us right now currently. Appreciate you all hanging out with us. This is an interactive chat. This is for you. If you guys are watching on YouTube and you put your comment in the chat, I'll be able to see it and read it. We'll be able to respond with you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. This is about having fun tonight, hanging out with you guys. Snap, looking left. Still looking left. Deep ball over the top. He's got a man off the fingertips. Is number 9, Zell Moore, kind of slams to the ground. He had his defender beat there on the edge. He had 3 or 4 steps on him. That was just a matter of extending your arms just a little bit more, and that was an easy walk-in for 6. However, incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Here comes the snap. Looking left. Rolls to his left. Under heavy pressure. And he throws it away. This is the first time that I've seen Tony really look not comfortable back there. Last week he was having an absolute blast. He was kind of dinking and diming his way down the field. He had everything working for him. There was really no pressure coming at him at all. He was kind of able to do whatever he wanted. Tonight, he's under heavy pressure early on in this game. 5 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. Carr, I see you, man. That boy's about to go for 100. He's got to be near 40 or 50 already in this opening quarter. I believe he has all the receptions, man. Appreciate you hanging out as always. Congrats on another big win. Yesterday, I heard you guys were in an absolute dogfight. We're able to come back. From what I understand, 12 points down, late 4th quarter, you guys were able to come back and secure the dub. Moving you guys to what? 6-0, if I believe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. 6-0. Between you and these Chiefs here on the field, the only undefeated teams left in Kansas City. You're sitting pretty for the regional run. I know you guys have a game coming up. I want to say an away game. I believe you guys are finishing out the season on the road, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you guys are closing out the season down in Wichita, and then a big game up in, who is that, Nebraska, up against the Chaos, which should be a big game, and then that should set you guys up for playoffs. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys win that, you guys secure home field advantage, correct? Copley, my guy, tuning in. Yes, sir. Still 0-0. Big 4th down and 10. Melissa's defense has been up to the task so far tonight. They've been shutting a lot of stuff down. Tony's been looking really uncomfortable, so they've been bringing the house here early. Looking left, little pump fake. Ball thrown down the field. The ref throws a flag. I didn't see a bump, so this might be something that's quick that's going to bail him out. It was kind of an uncatchable ball to me. And there wasn't any contact. However, I'm not the ref. I'm sitting up here in the booth, so that ball is about 8 or 9 yards thrown over the top and no contact. However, I'm just here so I don't get fined. He said garbage ref, but kind of made you eat your words there a little bit. The call gets overturned here or uncatchable pass. Militia takes over on their 45-yard line. Looking left, quick pass. Reception made. He's getting up a little bit slow. I believe that is number 20, Ray Bohorski. We already know who the big hit is on the other side, number 23, Phil Gibbs. He's just warming up. If I know anything, I seen this man lay somebody out last week, and I said he needed to get arrested for assault. But apparently he didn't get that warrant out because he's still here. So if you think that was a big hit, stay tuned, because this young man is going to bring the absolute woodshed and bring every weapon he has in his arsenal out tonight, and I expect to see him. It's going to be worse than that. I know that. So stay tuned if you like big hits and you like big action. They keep throwing the ball left and leaving this man unblocked. It's going to get ugly. He said, Coach told me not to play with our food. Okay. Once you all win in Omaha, locked in with the 1 seed. All right, points. Okay, so you guys host in the playoffs. All right. I'm happy to see y'all success. I know we saw that a little bit last year. And then, again, you guys kind of fell in playoffs a little bit. It's a different environment. I was out to your guys' practice this last week. I know you didn't make it. You had some other stuff going on, but I was out to the practice. It's a different environment. Guys are out there having fun. They're enjoying the game of football. They're not yelling at each other. People are being held accountable. It was just a different feeling. I was out there with the Cavalry, like I said, on Tuesday night, I want to say, and it was just a different environment, different feeling. Those guys were vibing. They were swagging. They were having fun. Coaches were out there on each other. It was a good time. So good feeling to be in the Cavalry, to be out there in the Horseshoe. It's got to be a good time for y'all. I know y'all vibing. I know you guys are hungry, especially after what happened last year. So I'm excited to see big things. Outlaws should be out there. Hopefully. That's the plan. Second down and 12 coming up. Handoff off the middle. Give him a gain of 1 there. Looks like third down and 11. We may lose reception here. I'm looking at, that's what kind of the hesitation of the voice is. I'm looking at our equipment. Some of the stuff is starting to falter a little bit. If this goes out, we'll have to make a couple quick adjustments and we'll be right back up. But we'll play that by ear. I can't control it. If it does, we'll have to rewire some stuff and we'll fire right back up. Third down and 11 from the 22-yard line. Clock's down about 30 seconds. That quarterback has got to be careful. That's about the 4th or 5th or 6th time he's already thrown that exact same route out of that exact same formation. He had a young man here on the outside, number 10, Mike Kissy, who was wide open. There wasn't a defender within 15 or 20 yards of him. They all jumped the same route that he's been throwing, and for good reason, until he shows that he has the vision to see a different receiver than what he's been throwing to. They're going to continue to jump that route on the inside there. Calling a timeout here on the field. Excuse me, that's the end of the first quarter. Still zeros on the field. Again, appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man. We're going to try to make it till halftime before we have to readjust the equipment, but if the equipment goes down on us, we'll just readjust it and we'll fire it back up. It should be all right. For some reason, our computer is saying that it's giving us an error code over here, but I'm not exactly sure why. And if we have time to, if we start adjusting it now, it's going to shut the stream down. And we'll have to fire up a new link anyway, so we're going to try to make it into halftime before we have to make that adjustment. So, again, appreciate y'all tuning in with us. I'm going to take a quick break and grab some more water, and I will see you guys on the other side of this break for the second quarter. Fastball's incomplete. Fastball's incomplete, intended for number 24, Rajon Larimore. He's kind of hanging his head. He was open and had enough for the first down if he was able to control that. Unable to bring it in. Again, the issue we're having right now is it's a power issue. For some reason, we're not getting the power that we're supposed to, so we're going to have to reroute some stuff and get out of the port that we're plugged into currently. Same port that we were plugged into last week, we're able to get power. This week, for some reason, we're not pulling the same power, so we'll reroute it. We brought enough cables, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's just going to be a matter of rerouting. We'll push out a new link when that happens. And we'll figure that out on the backside, unless it starts ironing itself out here. A little bit different formation than you're used to. Extra tight end, 2 running backs. Free yardage there for the Chiefs. They're going to take that, bring up first down and 14 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the second quarter, 0-0 ball game. Same formation here. Tony sits back, being patient, taking a look at what he sees. Little low snap. Runs into the running back there. And he is going to be taken down by a host of Militia. Looks like number 31, Daryl Slaughter on the carry. Kind of bounced into Tony there a little bit. Wasn't very clean. They're going to give him a loss of 3 or so. Second down and 9. Clock is rolling. 14 minutes and 25 seconds left. Again, we're going to try to limp into halftime. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get all the way to halftime with this power thing. We're going to have to figure that out as we go. Refs are coming onto the field to talk about something, and we're going to step aside here. Run around the right-hand side. Goes for it. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. There's a few militia down. A flag down. They're going to sort this play out here. Bring up a long second down here. Looking left. Throws a deep ball left. Anybody want to take a guess on who that is? Number 7, Elijah Smith with an absolute bomb yet again. Tony takes a shot. He's limping back here. He's going to limp his way down the field. We'll see if that slows him down at all. This man has to be over 100 yards by now. Second quarter, clock is rolling. Clock rolling inside of 12 minutes here. Snap comes back. Looking over the middle. Flush right. He's just going to take a seat here. I think he's still hurting from that previous play. You usually see him kind of mobile and he's running around. He's able to escape out of that, but he just took a seat under heavy pressure. I believe we're going to look at a third down. Third and 17, second down and 17 here. Clock's at 11:30 and rolling. Second quarter, 0-0. Big ball. I'm looking across the field trying to find a number. I want to say that's number 9, Zell Moore in the corner. If Tony was hurt, he's feeling good now. Touchdown, Chiefs. Hand off to number 21. He's not going to get there. Big Jack Anderson tries the right-hand side. Does not make it. Comes up short. 6-0. Chiefs ball again. We're having a power issue, so we're going to lose. We're going to try to get into halftime here. I'm not sure if we're going to make it. For some reason, we're not getting the power. Again, like I said, we're not getting the same power pool as we did last week. If we lose that camera, I'm going to stay here with you, and I'm going to bring you the play-by-play while we try to reroute the power to the camera. So we're still going to stay here. Appreciate you guys staying with us. Said that boy going dumb. Yes, sir. He's got to be over 100 yards. We're in the second quarter, and still over 11 minutes left. But again, if we lose power, we're going to reroute the power. I've got people here behind me that are going to get ready to work on it. So if the power does go down before halftime, I'm going to stay here and give you the play-by-play while we readjust that, and then we'll bring it right back to you. There's kind of the issue we saw last week, and for those of you who are new here, the ball has to clear the 20 in flight before the ball is considered, I guess, in play, they say. So that ball landed short of the 20. I believe they spot it at the 40, and that's where the Militia are going to take over here. 11 minutes and 10 seconds left, second quarter. High snap, running right. This might be a design keeper all the way. Gets to the boundary. escorted out of bounds by number 8. Jordan Huff, flag down. We're going to have to step aside and see what that flag says. Similar formation we've seen all day here. You got trips down the near side. High snap, looking right. Pass over the middle, kind of into no man's land. Goes up and picks by number 38, DeMarcus Clark, who gives a little quick shovel pass back. Again, that's that trips formation, and he's picking the inside seam route every single time, kind of just throwing it up for grabs. That's, again, we've got to have seen that play now 9 or 10 times, and he's dialing. He's picking out in the huddle which route he's going to pick, and he's throwing it to that exact same route now every single time they've ran that play. There's got to be something else this young man can come up with. He's doing a good job leading his team. He's still in this ball game early. Hopefully he doesn't hang his head. These guys, they're in the ball game. They're doing a good job. He's doing a good job. He's just got to be able to pick out different receivers because they've seen him pick that route now 8 or 9 or 10 times, and they're bringing every DB and safety they have just to cover that route when they line up in that trips formation. So picking something else is going to be something that he's got to start looking into here. Hand off to the left side. Bouncing around a little bit. Number 31, Big Darrell Slaughter is going to carry a straight ahead for about 5. Here comes another late flag. That was thrown extremely late. Usually a sign of some extracurricular activities when a flag comes in that late. Looks like number 36, Anthony Williams, called. I didn't get the call. It was some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct, the way they moved that ball down the field. Ref is kind of talking about it. Coach is kind of talking about it. Not exactly sure. Number 36 agrees with the call here. Everybody on the offense there moved except for the center. Going to back him up 5. First down and 15 here. Chiefs still on the ball with 10-10 left in the second quarter. Chiefs try to run straight ahead here. Gonna bring up a second down again. Where, for those of you who are just tuning in, we've got 9 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. 6-0 ball game. Chiefs in no hurry here. They started their first drive. They were in no huddle. They're kind of flowing. They're sitting in no huddle. Big pass to his favorite receiver. He bobbles it and hands it back to number 13, Caleb Burlack, who was beat pretty badly on the coverage there. Number 31 blows through a couple would-be blockers, makes the tackle. Flag comes in immediately. Not exactly sure what the call there is going to be. The ref is in the middle of a scuffle. Here comes another flag. Ray Borski, possibly. The Chiefs are in a huddle there on the far side. They're kind of their coach is definitely in their earpiece right now. I'm hearing some choice words coming across the field, telling them basically just play football is basically what the whole gist of that. I'm sure you guys can fill in the gaps. Clock's at 8 minutes and rolling here. He said, refs blowing this game pretty hard, he said. Yeah, man, I've never seen that, and I have no clue. Those of you who play football a lot more than I do, if you have any idea what that hand gesture was, I don't know if you can see it or not because we adjusted the power settings in between those two plays. He was kind of pointing at the ground and pointing to both directions, so I don't know exactly what that call was. I thought he was telling me to steal third. Baseball's more of my jam, but nonetheless, second down and about 14 for the Militia here. And here comes more flags. Militia's going to continue to move back. Now, where they're at now compared to where they were at the end of the interception, they're about 30 yards the opposite direction from the end of that interception. He held the ball out, waiting for his running back who never came. Big hit laid there. I'm going to try to get you the number. He's in the middle of a host of players. I want to say that's my boy, number 29, Jason Shorman, with the basketball shorts on, laying the wood. I can't tell you for sure if that's him. He's got his shirt kind of rolled up there in the front and the back. I can't really see. It might be number 20, Nick Blancart, possibly out of the linebacker position. I'm going to go with Nick, number 20. I see number 29 clearly now with the yellow cleats on. Yeah, number 20 there on the big hit. Nick, my apologies, boss. I'll know who you are now. I see the shorts. Again, we're at 6 minutes and rolling here, second quarter. Appreciate y'all hanging out and tuning in with us. All 23 of you that are currently in the chat, I appreciate y'all. Looking left, rolling left, Another flag, shocker. That flag is gonna, or that ref is gonna end up with a rotator cuff injury at the end of this one if he keeps throwing these flags at this rate. He's calling a holding, I do believe, but he's pointing at the other ref. I'm not sure exactly. He knows exactly what he called by the looks of things. Again, Militia continue to roll backwards. They're, at this point, at the end of this call, they're going to be about 36 yards from where they started this drive. Declined. 4th down here. Casey Land, hey, appreciate you all, man. As usual, tuning in. Ref calling for the clock to roll up here in the booth, as it does. 6 minutes and 25 seconds rolling. And now a timeout. Militia, we're going to step aside and take that with them. Again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. 6-0 ball game, 4th down, big play here. Militia's going to take some time to think about it. Big punt, bobbled there in the back. I want to say that's number 8. I'll get that to you in a second. Comes around the side. Big tackle by number 24, Rajon Larimore. I want to say that was number 8 or 9. He's just go back to your sideline, young man. That's an unnecessary. Here comes another flag. Zell Moore on the return. He's got a big cover. He gets a big return, and then he gets into the sideline and starts kind of jaw-jacking. Unnecessary. I'll be shocked if this goes against the Militia here. There you go, unsportsmanlike against the Chiefs, which kind of takes them there in striking distance, but I won't say they're not in striking distance now because it's the Chiefs. These dudes have got an electric offense out here. They pretty much can score whenever they feel like scoring. 6 minutes and 8 seconds. The clock stops on a change of possession, so Chiefs are going to take this opportunity to huddle up right at the 40-yard line and head it in. Plenty of time left on the clock for these guys to score whenever they feel like it. So we're about to see how this goes. Got Twins the near side, Twins the far side. Ball kind of rolls back. Tony back here playing the shortstop role. And he throws it to guess who, again, unable to hook up. I'm not sure if Tony understands he's got more receivers on the field at this moment until he gets down on the... Once he gets inside about the 25, he starts looking towards Zell a little bit more. I've seen them hook up a few times last week, but so far today, it's been the Elijah Smith show. Again, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I see your comments in the chat. Hey, let us know, man, if you can hear me clear, if it's staticky, if the camera's staticky, let us know. If everything is good on your end, I appreciate, again, you guys hanging out and spending this Sunday evening with us. We'll be here for Game 2 as soon as this game ends. They're gonna flip the game over. The other guys are gonna warm up, and we're gonna bring you game 2, Reapers versus the Giants. Same play we saw a little bit earlier. Selmore, little speed shuffle type thing. He's got a big block out there on the outside. Trying to see who that was. Here's some more jaw-jacking going back and forth. This game's already getting a little chippy. I think that was number 10. That's who I thought it was. Seth Bratton. He had a huge block out there. Had his man locked up a good 10, 15 yards down the field. That's a receiver that you want to have on your team who's going to get out there and do the dirty work away from the ball and block for you. There is a flag down on the field. I'm going to guess it's going to go against the Militia, as it does. Again, I have zero connections to any team out here today. I'm just calling things that I see. And so far today, it's been a little lopsided in terms of penalty calls. Again, I'm not on the field, so I don't see everything from up here. I'm kind of following the ball a little bit. I'm not watching what's away from the ball. So are they warranted? I'm not sure. But so far, a little bit lopsided as far as the flags. Tony brings his man across, puts him on his right-hand side. Looking left, rolling left. Flag down again, still rolling left, inside the 10, scampers out of bound about the 8. We're going to check back on this flag. Holding call here on, I'm going to guess that was on number 75, Gavin Roller, who's unhappy with the call, and instead of doing something that he regretted, he's going to take himself off the field. He jogged all the way to the track, tosses his helmet. He's not happy with whatever call that was on the field, but I'm happy to see he took it off the field. He's taking his pads off, so I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he's not happy. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I believe that's the coach down there trying to talk some sense into him. He's taking his entire pads off. Again, I'm not sure exactly why, but his uniform is now officially off on the sideline. Hey, all I'm saying, with Outlaws out here, man, there's no hiding the camera. We see it all up here. If you're going to act like it, I'm going to call it out. And refs, I think, called another penalty for that action. I think they just doubled down to make up for all the calls they gave against the Chiefs. And it is 2nd down and 40. I feel like I'm calling the Bulldogs game from 2 weeks ago. They were 2nd down and 40 dang near every single drive. Anywho, 4 minutes and 20 seconds and rolling. Clock doesn't stop in this league except for change of possessions and timeouts. So, 2nd down and 40. Twins the near side, twins the far side. Quick pass to the left to number 7 again. Young man number 13, Caleb Burlack, fired up here, making the tackle. Making quick work there, that play. Diagnosed it, was able to get there. If he got beat, Elijah had nothing but green grass in front of him, so that was a huge play by that man. Third down and 40 coming up. False start. I kind of seen that coming. So what they're doing is they're running a silent count, and he's wanting to, whatever he calls in the huddle, it's a 1 clap or 2 claps. He clapped on the first as he was making the clap, the receiver on the far side kind of anticipated it and took off before the clap actually happened. So the center is waiting on the audible noise. And the receiver on the far side there kind of jumped in anticipation of that noise coming. They backed it up again. Third down and 40 here. Chiefs in no hurry, letting the clock kind of roll down and do its thing. Here comes a snap. Handoff up the middle, bounces to the left-hand side. A host of militia there. Number 36, Anthony Williams, fired up. I want to say that's number 95 for the militia. I do not have a name for that on the roster in front of us. They lose yards. At this point, it's 4th down and 47. I'm not a math major, so I'm just throwing that together. It looks like 4th down and 47 yards. Clock hits the 2 minutes. They're going to take a 2-minute warning here. We're going to step aside. We'll see you guys on the other side of this 2-minute warning. 4th down and 47 yards to go. Here comes the snap. Got a good punt there. Brings the ball out to the 22. Again, he's just wearing a blue shirt. I don't have a number for that young man. He was able to field it clean. He's a little upset at himself. He had a lane if he was able to jump out to the right-hand side, but he chose to go left. They're going to mark him at the 22-yard line. 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock here, so they've got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. For those of you that are new here, again, we're 1 minute and 50 seconds away from halftime. I'm going to switch over to the halftime camera here when we get there, and the music you're going to hear is going to be from Kansas City artists. So if you're an artist out there in Kansas City and you want us to be able to have access and play your music, send us a message on our page, Outlaws Media. If you can find us on Facebook, Outlaws Media Group. Send us a message. Easiest way for us is to grab Spotify. Here's that exact same route we've seen about 12 times now with that trip set, and he's finding the inside route. So something's got to change because he's just throwing it up into a host of people. There's about 4 or 5 Chiefs there and maybe 1 blue jersey, so he's got to find a different route there. However, Kansas City artists, if you want your music played on our pregame or halftime here at the show, send us a message. We'll gladly listen to it and put it up there. There's some music we're going to start cycling out. However, you're going to hear a Kansas City. We try to keep this a Kansas City authentic, everything from the football to the music, everything you hear on the stream. So, again, at halftime, that's what you're going to hear is some local artists in Kansas City playing some music. 2nd down and 10. Snap back, looking right, still looking right. A pass over the middle. The receivers aren't even looking. Number 38, DeMarcus Clark with the interception. Again, the quarterback, someone's got to tell this quarterback he's got to look a different direction. It's that same route. It's like a little seam post type route, and the receivers are covered by 2 or 3 defenders, so they're not even looking for the pass or expecting the pass, but the pass is still being thrown to the same spot. The receiver was engaged with the defender there and didn't even turn his head around because he was surrounded by 3 or 4 white jerseys, which has been a common theme now. He's thrown that same route a few times. Hopefully he watches his back. This isn't us kind of harping on the kid. He's a young kid down here trying to play the game. It's a learning experience. He's got guys open. It's just a matter of you've got to switch it up because as soon as he got that snap and he stared that receiver down and just kind of waited for him to gain 10 yards and kind of lobbed the ball up. Tony finds that seam route, just overthrows his man, number 10, Seth there. That was kind of a wide open. He got blew by the coverage there again. Unable to link up. Now, Chiefs got 1 minute and 28 seconds left. The clock does stop inside of 2 minutes here in this league. They have plenty of time left for this style of offense, for the weapons they have on the edges, in the backfield, at the QB spot. 1 minute, 28 seconds. These guys have plenty of time. They're going to be in no rush here. Looking right. Pass over the middle. That receiver doesn't look either. Intercepted. Militia, number 5, Austin Accord, kind of playing center field back there. The receiver came out of the slot, was not looking either. Now, I don't necessarily know that that was on the quarterback. Tony threw that ball on a rope. It wasn't lofted. It didn't have extra air on it. The receiver was open. I think what he wanted to do was get him the ball early and kind of let your athletic players make athletic plays with the ball in their hand. The receiver never turned his head and was just kind of jogging upfield there. So I'm sure those two will go to the sideline. I'm looking over there now. They're probably going to go to the sideline. They're going to talk about it, trying to get on the same page. Chiefs aren't going to continue to make that same mistake. Literally doing the same play. Hey, man, I'm glad I'm not the only one to see it. It's same formation you're going to see again here. They're going to bring trips down to this near side, one to the far side. I'm not a betting man, but I won't be shocked to see this ball come to this inside kind of skinny post route over here. You're going to see the Chiefs. Their safeties are already cheating this way. Linebackers are cheating this way. Airs that ball out. There's 3 Chiefs and 1 Militia, and it hits one of them in the helmet. I hear one of the Chiefs over there yelling, they're throwing 50-50 balls, which isn't a lie. This young man is kind of just throwing that ball up in the air. You'll see the difference when Tony's on the ball on the other side. He's going to throw that ball on a rope. He's going to cut out some of the air underneath it and trying to get the ball to his playmakers there quickly and letting them kind of make athletic plays rather than letting them run under the ball. So you're kind of seeing the youth showing here on the Militia side. Maybe a little bit of experience. Maybe a little bit of pressure. Again, this Chiefs team, from my understanding, hasn't lost in this league in 2 years. So sitting 6-0 going into halftime or close to halftime, you got to be feeling good about your chances here as a Militia. So maybe he's feeling a little bit of pressure as well. 2nd down to 10. Looking to his right, rolling right. He's going to run himself. He's got some room. Bang down after picking up the 1st down. Now, I'm not sure if that's a coaching by design or this young man, what he feels comfortable with, but as a left-handed gunslinger rolling to the right, I don't necessarily think that's by design because that's bringing him away. He's going to have to reset his feet every single time, but clock is rolling at 50 seconds. I believe these guys have, Militia may have another timeout or 2 left. They got a timeout in their pocket. Clock's at 37 seconds and rolling here. Same formation you see to the other side. Big number 24 goes up and makes a snag here right at the sticks. That is Rajon Larimore. Last timeout, Militia. 29 seconds left on the clock. They're feeling it. They've got a little momentum coming. Now, 29 seconds left on the clock. This is my second week out here with these guys. Last week, I didn't see any kickers whatsoever attempt any type of kicking outside of punting. So I'm assuming they've got to go for broke here. 44 yards to go, 29 seconds to get there. Again, there's not a lot of teams that I've seen out of these four guys. There's not a lot of these guys that have a lot of firepower outside the Chiefs. So they're facing a daunting task. This is the first time I've seen them get out of that trips formation here. You've got twins to the far side, twins to the near side. Looking left, still looking left. Ball kind of duck thrown, intercepted again. I want to say that's number 22, Dawan Wilkes. Hair's kind of in the way. I can't see the other side of his jersey, but I'm going to go with number 22 back there playing center field there. Again, that quarterback, he's taking the snap, and I don't want to say he's doing it, but in my opinion, it looks like he's kind of picking the route in the huddle because he's got 4 receivers out there every time in different formations. And he's keying in on a receiver straight from the snap, and he's watching them the entire time. So it's kind of an easy read if you're playing defense sitting back there in center field for these safeties. These safeties are going to have a field day on this all day long. He's got to start looking off a safety or looking at a different receiver, kind of throwing something a little bit different at him. Otherwise, they're going to sit back here and continue to play center field and continue to pick this off. Militia look like they're going to sit back in pre-event mode. They've got 3 guys 15 yards down the field. All the corners are 10 yards off. Chiefs got twins to the near side, twins to the far side. He's going to take it. A fake knee. He kind of set himself up for that. Tony went to take a knee, but never did, and let his receivers kind of get all the way down the field. A little bit of a trick play there. It was a little bit dangerous at the end. I've never seen that, but again, Chiefs are going to bring out all the stops. They haven't won for 2 years straight by not having a deep playbook. So whether that was by design or not, Tony knew what he was doing. Ten seconds on the clock here. Chiefs do got all their timeouts. They elect not to take them. That's going to take us into halftime. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us again. As always, there's plenty of spots you guys can go on a Sunday evening other than hang out here with us, but I always appreciate you guys hanging out. If you guys don't mind hitting the subscribe button on YouTube, there's a lot of features that we can't use until we hit a certain amount of the subscribers that kind of make the viewing experience a little bit different and more unique for you guys. Head over to Facebook, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share button. Again, man, I'll see you guys after the break. 14 minutes and 50 seconds left, and we'll see you guys on the other side to bring you the second half of the football game.
Racks and feel colossal. Big dog, I bite before I bark, I'm busting hollow. Shoot my shot and got my sights set at the top, I hope you follow. We gon' make it, middle finger in they faces, tell them swallow. Cause they wantin' what I got, just book the flight to Colorado. Need a house up in the hills, need a jar full of gelato. Need a condo in Miami, heard my music in Chicago. Bang my shit across the nation, take my placement, this an honor. Come corrected, get corrected, you can test me if you wanna. Hey, look, I keep it real, I said I'm quick to bring the drama, and I'm pressing every issue. Why you running from your problems? Kinda reckless, but I'm destined to be great. And bitch, I promise, keep on stepping. I won't rest until I get right with them commas. They say, get it, I got it, get it, I got it. They say, get it, I got it, get it, I got it. Told me, get 'em, I got 'em, get 'em, I got 'em. Told me, get 'em, I got 'em. They said, get 'em, I got 'em. They said, get it, I got it, get it, I got it, get it, I got it. They said, get it, I got it. Told me, get 'em, I got 'em, get 'em, I got 'em. Told me, get 'em, I got 'em. They said, get 'em, I got 'em. Hey, yeah. I'm headed to the top, and I promise I'm gon' fit in. It's crowded at the bottom, so I'm proud to say I did this. I pray he paved the way and for this life that I've been given. At times I needed strength to gain the faith to chase my visions. Think hard about decisions, stay smart while on my missions. Bitch, I never compromise a friend with good intentions. Slip and let me slide in, I'm here and taking over.
Hey,
And the
dog.
forces that I'm fortunate with ain't foreign to the quota.
Pressing all these pussies, take them back to the basics. I'm going to the top. Mama said that we gonna make it. I never gave a fuck. You can keep on faking and hating. Got the tester with me if you really wanna meet your maker. I'm steady chasing this paper and that's never gonna stop. Keep on climbing to the top until we really counting knots. Get it cracking, no lacking when these pussies try to fly. I'm a lyrical beast when I get this pen in my job. I dream chasing, won't stop. I gotta give it all I got. Bitch, I'm about this fucking money. Can give a fuck about some WAP. I heard you tracks, you better stop. We got this game on lock. We get the press and this pressure whether you like it or not.
I'm headed to the top, and I promise I'm gon' fit in. It's crowded.
Landmark Jack.
Basement Beat Production with Jason, the beatmaker.
I'm KC.
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 I'm Kansas City, but they call it Killer City. KANSASCITY. Ask where I'm from, then they'll see my reply. I'm KC till the day that me die. Been reppin' 81691 Trace since I'm knee-high. I'm Paul Rudd. I'm Maurice Green. I'm Tech 9 Travis and Strange Street Team. Every night we pop. I'm Icy Rock. I'm DJ Fresh, DJ Rice. I might be Jock. I'm K-Rock. I'm a fallen soldier. A royal in the major league, so they all oppose us. Fort KC, Chief 68 Riot. I'm Gates and Sons, Jack Stacks, and Arthur Bryant. I'm a real rider. Call me Shantae. I'm Killer City. Boop, boop, boop. Out a Hyundai. I'm the popper, the pretty face on a poster. I'm the plaza. P&L is on the roast. I'm Country View, where I'm known to post up. At the Bristol with wine, drinking on mimosas. Got a little sweet vodka, I'm already sipping. I'm Don Cheadle, Little Bobby, and I'm Eddie Griffin. I'm KC.
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 I'm Kansas City, but they call it Killer City. KANSASCITY. Ask where I'm from, then they'll see my reply. I'm KC till the day that me die. Been reppin' 81691 Trace since I'm knee-high. Go chicken, go with them fire gizzards. I'm Kansas City Monarchs and the KC Wiz. I'm Holy Temple. I'm Bill Bacon. I'm Vonzell and Captain Vonzell throwing hella potties. Like I'm Romeo. Had a club called The Heart where many people were known to go. I'm Town Center, Crown Center, Sprint Center, Kemper Arena, Starlight, Independence Event Center. I'm Southeast Center, John Sams, Carol Green. I'm Brittany Atkins, Lincoln High School girls team. I'm the Gants, I'm the Duns, I'm the Bears, I'm the Willises and Dooleys. Rep for Casey like I'm Paris. I'm Ant Peeler. I'm Joe Rainey, the Rush Brothers, Tyrone Lou, and all ballers that go Maney. I'm Jeff Dayton, Daryl Kearney plus Terrell. I'm Hogan High, so I'm Marcus Denman from the 12. I'm KC. 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 I'm Kansas City, but they call it Killer City. KANSASCITY. As for I'm from them, they'll see my reply. I'm KC till the day that me die. Been reppin' 81691 Trace since I'm knee-high. Ike Lee Joe, D-Loke and Dilemma Flow. I'm the Chateau Lounge, Conference Cove and Chemicals. I'm the Bannister, the Landing, in Oak Park. I'm Longview Lake, Brush Creek, and Swope Park. R.I.P. Lunatic, my bro that got me. I'm Janelle Monáe, Eminem and Jodie Watley. Hustling on 7-1, making pit stops. I be writing for a living like I'm Jason Whitlock. Get my shirt done by Dempsey or Steve-O, pumping like Bodie Highway with Big T and Pizzo. Comment Sean Malto when I skate through. Out my window at the courthouse loft, there's a great view. I'm Fairyland Park, one day on a carousel. Prospect Truce, I'm Quindero and Parallel. I'm Niecy, plus I'm Peachtree. Call 816 and 913 if ever need to reach me. I'm KC. 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 I'm Kansas City, but they call it Killer City. KANSASCITY. As for I'm from them, they'll see my reply. I'm KC till the day that me die. Been reppin' 81691 Trace since I'm knee-high.
Prayer to my guardian angel. Most angels smile. They look after you, protect you. My angels cry. Angel of God, my guardian dear. Ever this day, be at my side. Rule and guide me. KR, Daniel, tears of an angel. Let's go. I'ma speak real clear. No drugs, no drinking, so I hope you follow what I'm speaking when I rip this. Let me give this thing called forgiveness. One more shot, tell me, can I get a witness? I can look into the face of a sinner every time I take a look in the mirror. No fear when I ride this train, hide this pain. Wishing I could just disappear. Sometimes I cry. Tell myself looking back in my 25 years on this earth. Most days I try to be a better man with a better plan, get a better hand, but it hurts. See, I fiend for the worst. Dream and I curse. Speak in a verse, so in need of a nurse. When I walk alone, all on my own. When you're near, unclear what I hear, but at first, look it down now. Yeah, I can hear you calling, but I'm falling further away. Live my life in a day. Don't let me throw it away. So I hope and I pray, but I keep sailing away. Put the nail in my grave, cause I don't follow your fate. See, the years went by and the tears I cried never did no good, so I'm dry now. You can see it in my soul. Try to be an angel, but I fail, so why try to fly now? I can try to succeed, never spread my seed, but I bleed when I grieve, so it's clear now. Heard it rains when you cry, man. It's been raining for a long time. Someone shed a tear for me.
I've heard people call this crazy maze life. I get no chance to do it over again. Is this the only one I get for I get dismissed? Man, do I get another continue to play and imitate the kid? Get my redo to do what I should have did or did what I didn't do when I wanted to. Stack my own stack, backtrack, get my take backs to pick up the slack. Retract and give me back the words that I didn't hold back, or say the words I've always held back in. Whether it's game on, game off, I'm running out of continues. I can't put the Nintendo your Konami code in. My life blowing away like a leaf in the wind. I'm trying to outrun the next man. I'm in this to win. Gotta do what I gotta do to get the next chapter in my book to be continued. Yeah.
I've been walking this road alone. No matter where I go, I can't seem to find something to believe in. No. But still I try to roam down this lonely road. 'Cause there has to be something. Yeah, there has to be a reason. Has to be a reason. Has to be a reason.
Heartbroken, hopeless. Why can't they notice? Everyone thinks I'm doing good when really I'm at my lowest. Heart sad is brokest. It's hard to focus. My only healthy outlet is take my pain out through each opus. Walking alone in the rain, I pray, and the Lord tells me to fear not. Let the rain hit my face so I can camouflage my teardrops. I'm soaking wet, but yet a fire burns within me. Anger mixed with sadness, and the flame starting to singe me.
I've been walking this road alone. I can't seem to find something to believe in. Still I try to walk down this lonely road. 'Cause there has to be something. There has to be a reason.
I don't know what to believe in. I lost everything I've been working so hard to support. I wasted my time trying to be so responsible. All I did was end up coming up short. Every time I finally put my faith in someone, they just cross me. So fuck fake friends and a wife that's too costly. I never let another leave me broken, disparaged. And don't get me fucking started on that joke of a marriage. I lost my kids, now that's pain. I can't cope, I just bear it. If you ever get pregnant, bitch, I hope you miscarriage. I'm just speaking out of anger, girl, I wish you the best. But if my kids catch a bullet, I'ma rip through your chest. Take a deep breath, calm down, Chris, you're pissed 'cause your wife ran out and left you crying like a bitch. But when you think about it, now you're happy that she's gone. Only thing that fucking sucks, she took the kids away from home. How can I believe in love when love robbed me of my family? Now I walk this lonely road searching for my sanity.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. 14 minutes and rolling. Militia going to take over here. Their first possession of the second half, right at the 35-yard line, down by 6. Rolling right. Gets a good block out there. Rolls over the top. I want to say that's... Can't really tell what number he has on out there. Number 8, I'm going to call it from over here. Jordan Huff on the edge out there, shedding a block, making the tackle. Let's see if there's any adjustments here by the quarterback of Militia at halftime. That's what I'm curious to see is, did they make adjustments? Did the coach see what we saw? Were they able to make adjustments? Does he have the talent to make the adjustments? All questions I don't know, but we're about to find out here in the course of the second half. They're going to give him a gain of 1 there. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Same formation we've seen all night long here on the near side. He pulls it out, looking left. And he got hit in the face mask. I don't see a flag. Big number 23, Phil Gibbs with the stop. Read that perfectly, diagnosed it perfectly. Well done to that young man. Anthony Douglas, 4th down Army, kicked a field goal, he said. That's what I want to see. Always got to represent for the 4th down Army. Appreciate you, man. Again, I do this every single time. For those of you who run a business, for those of you that need any type of logos or design, media, something made for whatever you're doing. I don't care if it's your son's business or your son running or whatever you're doing. You're starting a barbershop, you're starting a fitness. If you need your logos designed, hit up AD Illustrations. Go to Facebook, type in AD Illustrations. It's a black logo. A receiver wide open. I'm not sure exactly what he did there. Kind of stumbled over his own feet, but he was wide open. But again, jumping back to AD Illustrations, go over to Facebook, type in AD Illustrations. You'll see a black logo pop up with red lettering. Says AD Illustrations on it. That's my boy Anthony. Find him on Facebook. He's going to make anything you need for your business. That man's got you covered. AD Illustrations. Shout out to you, my friend. 1st and 10, 4th and long. Does not matter. Kick the field goal. Yes, sir. That's the vibes. That brings up a 4th down and 11 here. Militia kind of stalling on their first possession. So he's put 2-man back here to return this punt. I'm not sure if they got something specially designed and drawn up for this, but we're about to see. Bad snap. Forward shuffle pass, possibly. My man said he doesn't make stamps, but I bet you he can figure it out. So this weekend, it's a little bit slower weekend of football, Memorial Day weekend. Hope you guys are out there doing your thing, enjoying some family time, a little bit of downtime. I know we had a day off yesterday. We were supposed to make it out to the Calvary game. We went out to Worlds of Fun yesterday. We took all of our equipment. That was the plan. Some family stuff came up afterwards. We ended up at the lake. where I rolled my jet ski possibly twice. I can't confirm or deny that accusation, though. But I do know my Oakleys are at the bottom of a lake. But we're recharged. I know Calvary got their game in yesterday. They came from behind. My understanding, they were down 12 rolling into the fourth quarter over the Kansas City Panthers. Panthers showed a lot of fight here going into playoffs, so they seem to be hitting their stride at the right time. Calvary were able to overcome that and win by a score of 32-0, which sets them up. They've got to go down to Wichita and then up to the Chaos in the Omaha area. That's their last two games. As long as they win that, they'll secure first place and wrap up an undefeated season, rolling in, holding a number 1 seed. For all the other football action for you guys, if you're a football fan of the semi-pro, check Run Left Podcast. Go to Facebook, type in Run Left, hit the like and follow button. They're going to be filming their episode tonight on what football did happen this weekend. They're going to bring you all the up-to-date events, all the inside information. That is my Monday morning ride to work, but tomorrow it's going to be my Monday morning sit on my couch, drink some coffee, drink some Red Bull, eat some pancakes, some biscuits and gravy, whatever it is. And that's what I'll be tuning into tomorrow morning. So shout out to those guys, Run Left, Andrew. Those dudes are great dude. Krypton Butters up there. Appreciate you all, as always, tuning in. As he says, if you want that tutty, run left. That's the vibes. So shout out to those dudes. I appreciate you guys always supporting. False start on the Chiefs here early. Speaking of run left, I got a photo today. Our man is getting married up there, and he sent me a picture of his tuxedo that's got a custom Run Left logo stitched on the inside, looking kind of sharp up there. Shout out to my dudes. Marquise Jones, my dude, I see you in the chat. Don't you got a game to get ready for? Number 10, Seth, on that quick pass carry. He's going to get a chunk of yards. He's going to bring up a more manageable third down. About 6.5. My man said he's got his stuff in the dryer. Hey, it's a Sunday, big dog. I don't blame you. Try to work in football, family, chores, all the whole 9 yards. My man in a Steelers jersey rolls out there. I don't have a number for you, but he's in a Steelers jersey. That boy said, get that ball out of my house. He's got the and one Jordan shoes, some and one shorts on, a Steelers jersey. My guy's out here doing his thing. You might see Outlaws and Run Left a little combo next week and see what them Run Left dudes are all about, because there's rumors floating around. Outlaws just may make their way to Omaha next week, and we'll see how that plays out as the week goes on. Big pass to the right. Here comes the pass interference flag. Hit man dead in the chest. He didn't catch the ball, but he definitely caught the flag. This ref on this near side has the most deadly accuracy with these flags. That's about the third guy I've seen hit dead in the chest with a flag. What is run left? All right, man, I'm going to break down run left for you. Meanwhile, they wave the flag off, turnover on downs. So run left, go over to Facebook, type in run left. It's a semi-pro specific broadcast, or podcast rather, not a broadcast, but a podcast. Every week they get together, there's two guys, and they bring up everything that has to do with semi-pro. They're going to cover Kansas, Missouri, the MFL, the UCFL, Nebraska, Iowa. Got a man wide open, and he drops it. Holy Hannah. That boy ate too much popcorn before the game. Go with the butter free next time, my friend. Run left. They're going to cover, again, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas. They're going to cover 8-man football with the Insane Asylum, my Queen City dudes. Shout out to Caleb Scott and those men. They're going to cover the MFL, the UCFL, Kansas City Bulldogs, NEFL up to Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. And it's semi-pro specific podcast. They're going to bring you all, basically a weekend wrap-up of all the games that happen over the weekend. We cover just a specific game of the week on the weekend on a Saturday, and then the MRFL on a Sunday. The podcast of Run Left is going to bring you a weekend wrap-up of every game that happened over the weekend. And they're also going to bring you inside stuff that's going, some teams partner up with them, so they're going to bring you scores, they're going to bring you stats, they're going to bring you behind-the-scenes information, breaking news for each one of those teams that are going on, that are partnered with them. And my biggest thing that I love about those guys is they're going to bring you clarity to the semi-pro world. Gone are the days you see on Saturday where there's a lot of nonsense that goes on behind the scenes and the players never see about it, and teams kind of hide their way and make it to tournaments or whatever it is. These guys that run left are going to 100% call you out on your BS, and I love it. I love listening to the guys. Every Sunday night they get together and they do their podcast show, and it's going to come to you first thing Monday morning. So again, look them up on Facebook, man. I can't say enough good things about those dudes. Everyone's saying gotta catch that, yeah. But yeah, man, run left. Look them up on Facebook. I highly suggest it. Give them a listen to. Every Monday morning they run a podcast. If you want all the in-depth weekend wrap up, everything that's going on around semi-pro, those are the dudes that link up to it. Run left. He's going to throw this ball into double coverage. These guys cannot catch a cold right now. He kind of caught the ball and looked to kind of spike it off the defender's head just to prove a point, but the quarterback is doing his thing, kind of settled in now. He's finding receivers that are running different routes than what they were showing the first half. And now his receivers can't bail him out. So I know the first half receivers were kind of upset at this young man, tell him, hey, find me and let me make a play. But they have nobody to blame the second half but themselves. It should have been a 6-6 game. They cannot catch. And that's what happens when you give these dudes the extra double buttered popcorn before the football game. But again, yeah, man, if you guys can jump over to Facebook, find Run Left Podcast, give them some love, give them a like, give them a follow. We're just trying to bring clarity together to this whole semi-pro world, especially in this Kansas City area. Good spiral punt. Fielded cleanly up the left-hand side. Number 11, Rashawn Weathers. He's find a seam. Got another block. Little stutter step. I hear a whistle. They say he stepped out of bounds. They're going to mark him just shy of the 20, 21. Big return. If I'm this Militia punter, I would rather just kick that ball out of bounds at this point. Everything that can go wrong and can go against these young men right now, it's happening. Chiefs coming out of their huddle. Seems to be a lot of confusion there. They broke the huddle a little bit, but everyone is still looking around, waiting for a call. Oh, they were missing a guy. That's what it is. Wait. The lineman comes up and says, "Give me my timeout, please." A lot of miscommunication there on the sideline. They're going to huddle up, try to get things situated. Again, I appreciate every one of you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us. Headed out that way. Copley, my guy. Haven't seen you in a few years, man. When you get here, you got to come up here. Stop by the booth. At least nothing else, just to say hi, bro. I haven't seen you since before you left to Korea years ago. Make sure you stop by the booth, bro. Come say something. Jump on the mic a little bit. Whatever it is, man. Come have a good time with us. Seven minutes and 40 seconds left here on the clock. Chiefs come out of their timeout. Got two running backs there with him. One of which is about 13 yards deep. Here comes the snap. Gives it to the up man. Straight forward, he goes for a gain of about 3. I don't want to speculate on what that was, but it looks like this young man who's on the ground caught his knee kind of rolled up on from the side. Pops back up. Big number 58, Andrew Williams. And down he goes. You don't want to see that. It looked like he got his knee rolled up on. He's running off on his own power. There you go. And down he goes again on the sideline. Man, he probably won't come up. I'm going to call him out if he don't come up, though. Y'all going to know about it if this man don't come up on the mic. Tony with a little shovel, little bobble pass for the flare. I don't think he needed to bobble it, but I think he kind of did that just as a little flare. First and goal. Chiefs are starting to chip away here a little bit. Hey, he won't come up. The crowd is really starting to fill in here. When we started this game, there was maybe 30 or 40 guys sitting down here in the stands. I see some Cavalry players right below me. Cavalry may be coming out here doing a little spectating. Maybe I'll get some of these guys up in the booth here in a little bit. They're sitting, 3 or 4 of them sitting right below me. Tony, look left, throws a little slant. Touchdown. Chiefs. I'm trying to get you a number. That's what the hesitation is. I can't see from here. I'll apologize again. I can't see the number. He's kind of turned sideways, and he's got his shirt rolled up like a half sleeve. I want to say that's number 9. Del Moore. They'll correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I've never seen anybody in this league kick, so I'm going to assume they don't have a kicker or it's illegal to kick. I don't know. Number 11, Rayshawn Weathers steps in as a quarterback spot. Incomplete. It's always fun to watch what these guys come up with the 2-point conversion, because a lot of these teams that I've seen last week, the other guys, it's kind of a standard I formation, power football, run forward, but the Chiefs always have something dialed up, designed specifically for these plays. It's cool to see them dig into the bag of tricks. Jumping over to my 4th down Army brand, you're about to see probably the smallest guy on the field take this kick. I love this dude. I love watching him kick. And it's little guys like this. This is how they get on the field, man. He's about to take this kick. This boy don't weigh maybe 105 pounds in pads down here. Got to be the smallest dude on the field, standing right at the 40-yard line right now, about to kick this ball away. Copley, don't use that boy as an excuse. I got Skittles, bro. I'll give you 2 minutes on the clock on the mic, and I'll give that boy a handful of Skittles. Keep him preoccupied. Yeah, this man standing at the 40-yard line, maybe a $105. Smallest dude on the field easily. 4th down Army. Number 85, Raymond Russell, walks off the side. And again, in this league, the ball has to clear the 20-yard line in flight or it's deemed an illegal kick. And the ball is brought out to the 40-yard line. I've seen these guys struggle time and time again in this league to make it. Not very many kicks are clearing the 20. But that's just the name of the game. That's how these guys play. That's the rules that were set forth by these guys. They've been doing it for years. So before that kick, Militia was down here on the sideline removing anything that has any type of grease or oil from the sideline. Trying to get these receivers to get some kind of stick on their gloves. So we'll see what they come out with here. Same formation you've seen all night. Got the trips to the top. Looks right, looks right. Rolls out of the pocket. Big hit. Down he goes. Number 28, Nick Chapman, rolls up and absolute levels the quarterback. Quarterback pops up. Nick's fired up. Sideline's fired up. I want to say that man came from the interior of the line there, kind of flowed down, shed a few blocks, moved his way down the line, and was able to seal off the gap there that the quarterback thought he saw. He did. He's the second man in here if you're looking on the field. Second man from the right on the defensive line. He moved all the way down the line and then shot a gap. That's great defense there from the lineman. Number 20, Nick, I'm going to call you out right now. He's trying to dance a little bit. Looks like his feet are kind of stuck in the mud there. I'm not sure what he was celebrating, but he's got to go back and work on them dance moves. They all settle in here, crowd in the box. Chiefs are getting comfortable. They're going to leave their guys out on the island. If you're looking right now, every one of their defenders are out on the island. And that's what happens. Longtime friend of mine, Shorman, wraps him up. Again, you're going to see these QBs won't take big hits for the most part. As soon as they get under pressure and they get hands on them, these refs are extremely quick to blow the whistle for player safety out here. Low score game, Mr. Leslie Clay. Yes, sir. The score that you see right now, 12-0, is right. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter and rolling. So, still anyone's game. This game's not out of reach by any means right now. Chiefs are kind of getting back in their old ways that they had earlier. They're going to bring 8 or 9 guys in the box. Line up man-to-man on the outside. And so if you got time, throw it. But these guys have not had any time since they get the Chiefs have been able to get back in the box. Number 8, Jordan Huff out there on the right-hand side. He's been doing his thing, the DB over there. He's been able to shed blocks. That's probably about the 3rd or 4th time he's been able to hold his blocker up at the line, shed the block, and make the tackle. So, great job to that man. He's keeping his head up, watching the QB when able to shed that block and get out there and make that tackle. Les, man, I hate to do it to you, but you're talking about, let's hope they don't blow that game. This is a man that knows about throwing games late in the game, throwing leads up by 12. So, I won't tell you all how I know that he knows this, but we'll just say that he knows about losing games when you're up 12-0 late in a ball game. The kicker gets leveled by number 8, Jordan Huff. 4th down Army. Here's another flag. I think they're getting in for a crackback block down here and a roughing the kicker on the other end, which Let's kind of bail them out. They're currently sitting down at 4th and 17. This should be an automatic first down. Come on up, big dog. Jones, you're more than welcome, dude. Halftime, come on up here, say some words. Just keep it somewhat PG-13. I know we got some kids that are listening. We got kids right below us. I'm assuming we'll see some of these Calvary guys. They keep looking back up here and pointing up in the booth. They're sitting directly below the and I have the window open, so they hear me talking. I'm assuming they're all linemen because I saw them all at the food line when I was down there. Come on up, Jones, man. This broadcast is for you guys, man. It's a semi-pro broadcast. It's something for the players specific. You guys need to have some fun. In the background, we're trying to get some of you guys noticed. We've already have 3 guys right now from our broadcast that colleges are calling and asking for the film specifically for these guys. So if we can get some of you young guys noticed and getting off to college or maybe into the next level and get paid, man, that's the overall goal. But for the most part, it's to bring a fun, interactive podcast straight to you guys. The running back there makes a big hit on his own quarterback. Number 20, Nick, with his patented basketball shorts, flies in and makes a tackle, cleans it up in the backfield, cleans up the hit that the running back kind of started there. Said if he didn't have his daughters, you can't use that as an excuse, man. I had all 3 of my kids up here behind me earlier. It's a family affair up here in the booth. That's why we brought our Skittles. Clock is rolling, 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting, third quarter. Listen, got to get something driving here. Yeah, tell your guys, man, they're more than welcome. Just don't send 4 or 5 guys up here at a time. Bring them up one at a time. I'll give them a couple minutes up here. Stuff about you guys, man. I would give you a number who that was intended for, but I got a receiver wearing a Kansas City Panthers helmet down here in a red shirt. Then I got a receiver wearing a blue Adidas shirt. I don't have a number to give you, but it was intended for the young man in the red. Went over his head, and the young man in the blue tried to make a catch. Number 10 gets the call from the coach, runs it into the huddle. Third down and 16-ish is what I got. My daughter's only 1. Hey, my twins are 6. My daughter's 8. Trust me, they had all kinds of craziness going on. Red jersey's name is Speedy. See, that's why I like you guys, man. I have no clue who that is, but he's got a Casey helmet on. I guess his name is Speedy, and that's what we're going to go with. Big rush. Again, sack is made. Again, so we were talking about earlier at the beginning of the game, the Chiefs like to bring 8 or 9 guys in the box and leave their guys out on an island on the edges. And they're going to tell you, if you can beat me, beat me. And the QB has no time to make a play back there. What they need to start doing is bringing some screens. There's some slants. I've yet to see a slant all game long. And I've been here for 3 games now, and I've yet to see a slant. Except for, I guess, the touchdown run you can call a slant. Or the touchdown pass, earlier by the Chiefs. But if they start bringing slants in behind that coverage, the Chiefs will start backing out. And they had them backed out of that coverage here early in the first half. They were throwing a lot of quick passes to the edge, some screens. And it made the Chiefs get uncomfortable and back out of that defense. And then you seen them, they were driving the field and having a lot of success. But they're right back in, and the Chiefs, again, are just kind of teeing off and having their way right now. So I'll be curious to see if they get back out of that. The Chiefs, when you see them on defense, they're bringing 8 or 9 guys in the box, all within 2 or 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. And their corners are all 0 safety help. Every single one of them manned up across the line. And the receiver the quarterback just has no time. Calvary guys are scooting down the field. I think they're trying to make their quick escape down here. Cavalry guys are flirting with danger as they start making their way through the players only gate down here. I can tell you, being around the MRFL, what little time I have been, these guys, they're very strict out here, which I love it. You've got to have a player's card to get down on the field. So he's flirting with danger. They're about to light this young man up, and we're going to catch it on camera and bring it to you live. Quick pass out to the side here. Number 9, Zell Moore with the reception. Gets up near the sticks. They're going to mark him about a yard short. The Cavalry's down here trying to talk to the Militia quarterback. Maybe they're trying to give him a little bit of help of what we talked about. The ref doesn't see it. He was kind of marking the ball. The Chiefs players really have no need to be on this side, but there's clearly something said that he didn't agree with. We got Mama Mo up here yelling directions. If y'all can hear it, she ain't happy. I guarantee you these guys are they're gonna hear all about it.
He's called it.
How many minutes left? It's starting the fourth quarter, actually, as we speak, once they sort this all out. I see fourth quarter on the clock right now. All right, man, I've been waiting for this. I've seen these young men down here in front of me for the last 10 or 15 minutes. First off, tell them who you are, who you're with.
My name's Carlin Ridley. Play offensive line and defensive line for the First City Cavalry.
All right. So you guys had a kind of a gritty win yesterday. It was a little bit ugly from my understanding, but you guys came out, got the dub there late in the game, move on to 6-0, undefeated. I got to ask a question, man. I seen you go down on the field and talk to the young quarterback down here who's been struggling all game. What'd you tell him? I want to know.
I told him that he's a dog, man. Like, from what I've seen this game, he hasn't had a lot of time to get the ball off. When he has gotten the ball off, he's had a couple receivers with drop catches, but he's down there on the sidelines. He's cheering his team on. Hey, we're not out of this game. He's definitely got a winning attitude.
It was funny, so it's kind of right on cue. So what we were just talking about in the booth before you went down there was if you watch the Chiefs defense, they're bringing 8 or 9 guys in the box and kind of going man across the board. He's got to start dialing up some kind of slants, quick pass to the edge, something to kind of back that defense off of him. And you walk down there. So I figured, was any part of that conversation have to do with getting the ball out of your hands quickly? Any of it?
No. I didn't talk to him about his game. I'll let the coaches do that. So
I'm going to blame that on you being a lineman, though, big dog.
But yeah.
I hope that's not number 4. What number do you wear?
64.
64. Hey, you bully, get off the chat.
Who is that?
Clearly not number 45. Big Les. He played I think he played right tackle last night for the Panthers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shout out to those Panthers guys, man. Like, they came out. They were super physical and unbeloved of those guys, man. They played their heart out yesterday.
Hey, Les, he said you're physical, but just a minute ago I had the mic muted. He said you were soft, bro. So
No,
I guess y'all gonna have to see him in the playoffs and settle that one out.
I don't think they're on our side of the bracket, but man, I think that side of the playoffs is gonna shape out really well, especially with the Vipers getting that big win yesterday. And
I saw Vipers at was it 60 something to
0? Yeah, I think they got a donut.
Them guys are starting to hit their stride, I feel, at the right time, especially with playoffs coming. Tony got his face mask pulled, jump throw, bobbled. They're gonna call that incomplete there, but Huey is not happy. But yeah, Vipers, man, I feel are hitting their stride down the stretch. You guys got to make a trip to Wichita, and then that I'm gonna keep it 100%. I feel like that's gonna be an easy game for you guys as long as you bring your full squad down there. And then I think the biggest test of the year for you guys is gonna be going to the Chaos on the road. I was actually at that game last year. That was the first loss you guys suffered last year.
Yeah.
And it kind of stubbed your toe, and you kind of stumbled into the playoffs and came up 1 point short. So going up this year, again, I was out at you guys' practice Tuesday. It's a different environment that I've seen in the Horseshoe this year. You guys were having fun. The coaches have you guys dialed in. You guys are all kind of believing in each other. Going into Chaos, going in a hostile atmosphere to close out the season, fighting for the number one spot, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what this is going to come down to, yeah.
All right. He said, don't play with me. Big left side. I know who you play at. That's what it's saying, man. If you want the tutty, run left. We know where you at. Caden. So Caden's sitting behind me. Step up on the mic, bro.
What's up, Kate?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, Zell takes the ball inside of the 4. So Caden's a young man I've been friends with a hot minute. I'm going to put him on the spot. I'm going to ask you a simple question, man. Are Calvary running the table and winning a championship undefeated, or do you stumble going into playoffs? What is it called?
Without question, we're there.
You didn't sound too confident, big dog. What?
Oh, please. Without question.
All right. Hey, you heard it. This man said he's running the slate.
Hey, we taking it game by game, though, man. We're not putting we're not going to slack off on the Diamondbacks as well as the Chaos. We're going to take it game by game, man. Make sure we're giving 100% every week, every Saturday.
Where's Carr at? I know Carr was in the chat a little bit ago. So yesterday, I've seen we were supposed to be out there, but unfortunately we weren't able to make it with some family stuff. But I'm reading some stuff on Facebook. People were saying Carr had Mark had a rough game in the first half. But Mark's a guy who's been around this game for years. I've seen him have his ups and downs with Arena, with 8-man, 11-man. But he's always been a dude that I've admired because he's never one to sugarcoat his mess-ups. And he's always the first person who gets on Facebook and is like, this is what I screwed up on. This is what I got to work at. And he's always grinding. Touchdown again for the Chiefs. Run left, right on cue, he said. All right, so Mark, man. Tell me about Mark and that leadership spot of Mark. Being able to, you guys were down. Last year, that was, you guys struggled. When you guys were down, at least from my opinion, when we were out there, when you guys got down points, it kind of, you guys turned on each other a little bit. But having the veteran presence of Mark this year and the different mentality, how does that play into yesterday? Being able to come from 12 points down, if I'm not mistaken, the fourth quarter, and Mark kind of dialed in and led you guys to a big win. Tell me about what it means to have that kind of veteran leadership at the quarterback position for you all this year.
It's definitely a big thing. I like it because it lets us know that we're able to come back from sticky situations and such. And Mark, I mean, he's overcome quite a bit, and it's definitely good to have.
I've got nothing but respect for Mark, man. I've been around that man for years. From back when I was on the first city Calvary, when we first started a team as an 8-man team, before I blew my collarbone into 8 million pieces and put a titanium rod in my shoulder. So I've been around that dude for a long, long time. Back when he played for the Marshalls, he played for Arena games. He's always been the first dude. He's hungry, man. He's hungry to get better every single year.
I would say the biggest thing with Mark, though, is like, kind of look at it like basketball. You see the guys like Daniel, Steph Curry, and they go out there and have a first quarter or whatever that's not great. You still put your faith that they're still got the green. Had some turnovers, but definitely made some plays down the stretch that.
Number 11, Rayshawn Weather scampers to the left side, run left once again, put him up for another 2. But yeah, Mark, he's never been a dude to shy away from making mistakes, man. That's what I love about that dude. Shout out to Mark if y'all listening. I don't know if you're tuning in right now, if you hear this back later, but It's a big win for you guys, man. I'm glad to see you guys having success. It was funny. We talked about this last week. I think we talked about this the week before. 2 years ago, when you guys first made that very first appearance as 11 man, you guys were a completely different team at the time, but you guys stepped out and challenged the Bulldogs on a 3 days notice. So make sure everyone knows it's a 3-day notice. And that game was extremely lopsided, but at that moment, there was a lot of guys who were like, you guys need to go back to 8 man. And I was one of the dudes that stepped up, and I was like, the fact that you guys stepped out of your comfort zone to take that game shows me that you guys were dedicated. And at that moment, I was like, Calvary's the next big thing in 11 man in Kansas City. And then you see them take on the Bears last year. You guys stepped up in a regional match as the fill-in that no one else wanted to play. You guys stepped up. Not only did you step up and represent, you guys went to play an undefeated Indiana state champion that was undefeated, and you guys beat them on the road. And then you travel down to Oklahoma, and you come up short against who went on to win the national championship. And now you guys are undefeated this year. So does the fact that you guys are doing things different than what these other KC semi-pro teams are doing, stepping out of your comfort zone, is that playing into your success that you're seeing?
Absolutely. It allowed us to face higher competition and give us things that we need to work on that we may not have been seeing.
Okay. Man, I said that it was funny when as soon as I seen you guys step out of your comfort zone and everyone's like, oh, they need to take their butts back to 8 man or whatever it was. I was like, there's not many teams in the Kansas City area that's not named First City Cavalry that will play the Bulldogs, let alone on 3 days notice. There's not many teams in semi-pro period in this area that are going to play the Bulldogs on a 3-month notice, let alone a 3-day notice. You guys never back down. This year, the Cavalry are actually the first team to reach out to the Bulldogs and say, give me an open date. Let's get on your schedule as a mark of – last year, it was a mark of see where we're at and how we need to get better. This year, it's a different vibe. This year, it's put me on your schedule so I can beat the Bulldogs. So, shout out to everything you guys are doing, man. I've got nothing but love and respect to you guys. I know some of you guys get mad every now and then because I'll call you guys out for some stuff, but I just call it how I see it, man. I've got nothing but love and respect for you guys.
Ooh.
Pick again. Here's a block in the back. Number 20's working his way down the sideline. Nick Blankhart. We'll check back on this flag. There's 2 of them down, actually.
He's getting a lot of pressure. He has no time.
Yeah, this young man has 0 time. And again, you're seeing what we were talking about. Chiefs are bringing 8 or 9 guys in the box, and you're not throwing any type of slants, any type of quick passes. In the first quarter, they're throwing a lot of quick passes to the side, and you kind of see the Chiefs got out of that shell that they're in, but they've kind of settled back into that 8 or 9 man in the box. I'm going to give you the mic, bro. Say whatever you need to say. You got anything on your chest? Go ahead. Dog, what you want? Nothing? Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man, for sure. Anytime you guys want to come up, man, you're more than welcome. We're already making plans to get down there for, I know you guys are on the road to finish out the year? Yep. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely making plans to try to catch some of those home games. Tell Mark to put you big boys in a freaking stadium that has a booth, man. I can't be sitting on a bench out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I get spoiled being in a booth, bro.
One day at a time. I know they're working to get us everything we need to be successful.
Yeah, man. It's only for those of you guys who don't understand what they've done. This is a second-year 11-man team that is absolutely changing the face of semi-pro in Kansas City. And me, as a Bulldog guy, I've been with the Bulldogs for 4 years. I was at the Cavalry for 3 years. The more teams that we have that are making moves in Kansas City, the better off everyone's going to be. So appreciate you guys, man. Much love to you guys.
Hey, thank you, Dave.
Great success for you guys. Hopefully you guys go ahead and put that ring up. I've been wanting to see a gold and black ring for years now, so hopefully y'all bring it. I need to check one out.
We're going to get one this year.
Yes, sir. Hopefully that's the plan. And that was the Cavalry. Shout out to those, man. Them guys are doing big things. They try to escape out here, but they weren't going to escape without being in the booth first. Clock is stopped. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left here. Fourth quarter. Again, man, I don't want to say that it's too little, too late for the Militia, but there's not much firepower again on the field outside of the Chiefs that I've saw so far. This quarterback's having a rough day. You see him down here on the near sideline. Coach is talking to him, kind of coaching him up. Looks to be a couple veteran players down there coaching him up. He's trying to do his thing. It's just he's outgunned, outmatched, and not enough firepower at his disposal at the moment. Chiefs offense comes to the lines. Got twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Keeps that single back into his right-hand side. He said he almost called in. Big hole. Daryl Slaughter rumbling, tumbling, runs out of gas, steps out at the 40. He said they're only down 7 field goals. Second down? Oh, they're moving the chains, so I'm kind of confused. They got second down up on the marker, but they're moving the chains here. Only 7 field goals down. Hey, you right? Hey, kick it right here to save some time, you know? Again, I'm not sure exactly what down is. They got second down on the marker, but they moved the chains. There it is, first down. Same formation you've seen. Twins at the top, twins at the bottom. Tony's rolling to his right. Under pressure. Horse collar stands on his feet.